Hi, my name is Leah. Welcome to the Local Guy Leah channel here on YouTube. This channel is dedicated to all things New Smyrna Beach, Florida. I'm lucky enough to live here, so I give you the inside scoop on the best things to see and do during your next visit here. Whether it's your first time or you've been here before, I can give you some inside information maybe you didn't know before, maybe save you some time along the way as well. Okay, today we're going to cover, this is video 3 in a series of 3 videos on beach pro tips. Today we're going to continue our deep dive into the Volusia Beaches app. If you haven't downloaded that already, please do so on your app store. Today we're going to cover a lot of good information about beach conditions, beach safety, facilities on the beach, ADA access. We're going to wrap up our coverage of the app. So if you haven't watched videos 1 and 2 already, please go back and do that after this. And you get the full top to bottom coverage on everything you know about the beaches in New Smyrna Beach. Okay, let's get back into the app. Again, this is the Volusia Beaches app. This is video is number 3 in a series of 3 videos. So if you haven't watched videos 1 and 2, there's a lot of great information there. I recommend you watch those videos as well. Again, we're doing a deep dive into the Volusia Beaches app. So now we're going to cover right now is the beach conditions section here on the main menu. This gives you mostly just beach reports and beach safety information. So look at beach report. This is a Thursday afternoon. I'm looking at this, August 19th. So it does show a beach report, water temperature 78 degrees. Gives you wind speed, surf information. Also, there's rip current risk on here is moderate. We'll talk about that again more in a few minutes. You notice at the bottom, this is from Daytona Beach. That's about a half hour north of us here. So that's usually where they filed the beach report out of there. There's tide information down below here. This shows that right now we are at low tide, looks like. And high tide will happen at 6:25 p.m. Now it's not actual time. It just shows low tide. So high tide was at this morning was at 5:36 a.m. and now again it's high tide at 6:25. So this is not really that helpful on the tides. But now we're gonna look at the beach warning flags. This is good to know. These are posted at the main tower, beach safety tower. One in New Smyrna's off Flagler Avenue. It'll show you the colors for the various hazards and what the colors mean. And most of these are just either closed, high surf, strong currents, medium hazard, low hazard, or dangerous marine life. So keep an eye on those flags on the main tower, or also you can ask a lifeguard if they're from the lifeguard station for more information too. Information there about those. Rip current and safety. This is important. If you're not used to swimming in the ocean, be aware of rip currents and general water safety. It's recommended you always swim near a lifeguard station for best safety reasons. It shows you here as far as rip currents how they work. What it does, a rip current, if you're not familiar with it, it'll try and pull you out. It can be a small, relatively narrow current, taking the current out to the ocean. So people get caught in that. It will kind of pull them out. The way to handle that is to swim side to side. You swim to the left or to the right to escape the current. Once you do that, you'll be fine. The current will, again, it's usually typically pretty narrow, and once you swim out of the way, you should be all right. Do not try and swim against it. It'll wear you out. Swim away. It shows how to escape the rip currents there. So again, it's important to swim near a lifeguard, so you're aware of that. Information about jelly stings, lightning. Definitely get out of the water if there's lightning anywhere nearby. So beach safety is very important. Offshore conditions gives you information from weather stations. There's a tide section here. I recommend a Tides app that gives you, a little more user-friendly, but you can get, you select New Smyrna Beach down below. You choose which today, tomorrow. We'll just do today. Currently it is 2:46 p.m. Low tide was about 2 hours ago. High tide is in about 4.5 hours. And then shows you the patterns for next morning as well. So, but you can look ahead to see what the tide's going to be. Let's say in 5 days, you see what the high and low tide's going to be. So again, plan your driving on the beach, especially around these tide schedules, because they will close the ramps often during high tides because there's not room for vehicles to drive safely on the beach. So be aware of the tide schedule. Weather forecast, obviously you've got your own weather app probably, just to give you again, you choose your location, it'll give you the weather forecast for that location. Let's go back to the main menu. We'll look at active lifeguards. Here you can choose your city. This will give you the lifeguard towers that are currently manned by a lifeguard. So these are the ones that currently have a lifeguard. Right now we're into the fall season almost. So during the week, typically you don't have as many lifeguards. On a weekend, typically you're going to have all the lifeguard stations are manned, especially during the summer season. There may be 15 different lifeguards on the beach on a given weekend. But these are the ones that tell you which ones are manned, and it'll tell you where they're located. Next, we're going to look at the ADA access and the restrooms. Let's go to restrooms first. Again, filter your location. This will tell you where these stationary or portable restrooms are. All the beach parking lots have restrooms at them, and then also by the ramps, there are porta potties by all the ramps, vehicle access ramps. And you can have outdoor showers to clean the sand off and such too at a lot of these locations. This gives you where the restrooms are near the beach. Next, we're going to look at ADA access. This gives you the walkovers that are ADA accessible. Again, we'll choose our city and choose a location here. Refresh location, and then we get all the ADA access. Again, Smyrna Dunes Park is a separate park with a fee. The rest of these should be accessible without a fee until you get down to Canaveral, where again there's a fee down there as well. And there are maps to where they're located as well. So these all have ramp access to the beach. There are beach wheelchairs available from the Flagler Avenue Tower Beach Safety Office. They're kind of they have wide tires. They're easy to navigate on the beach. They're available, I believe, for free on a first come basis. Handicap parking information. So, okay, one more thing to cover here. At the bottom of this page, there are some apps, icons, the first one, the ramp alerts, we kind of covered that on another video, but that will give you notifications when vehicle ramps are changing status. For me, it's a new feature, and I haven't gotten it to work yet, so at some point I'm sure they'll have it working, but right now I don't think it's an active feature yet. Beach information, let's look at that. This gives you contact information, lost and found. Again, the beach rules are on here about driving on the beach primarily, but also just the general care of the dunes and such, and about music and grilling and such. So if you haven't been, get familiar with the rules before you come to the beach, it's always a good thing. Personal watercraft information, environment information about, say, sea turtles, for example, here. That's that. And then bottom is also maps available, an interactive map, and then printable maps and bonfires on the beach. Bonfires are only available on the beach from November 1st till I think May 1st, and you have to register for them online. They're free if you're a local. I'm not sure beyond that, but you can only do them in the authorized bonfire pits they have set up at certain locations. Otherwise, you cannot have a fire on the beach, a regular bonfire. And especially not during the summer turtle nesting season, there's no bonfires allowed then. Interactive map, I'll also have these maps attached to all these videos at the bottom. You can have them for reference. This interactive map here shows you, information about restrooms or beach ramps, etc. There's a legend here you can click on that'll tell you where everything's at. So, I think we've covered everything on here. So again, I hope you enjoyed, hopefully you've caught all 3 of these videos to get all the information you need, and hopefully you find the information helpful and useful, and I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that part 3 of the video series here. Got a lot of good information out of that. I appreciate you stopping by. Again, if you haven't already watched parts 1 and 2, please go back and check those out. A lot of great information on there. Information that I use on this app every time I come to the beach. So be sure to check out all 3 videos so you get all the information you need to know about driving, parking on the beach, walking onto the beach, whatever it may be. We'll give you all the information you need on these 3 videos. So thanks again for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you click on the like button below. If you want to follow all things local guy Liam in Smyrna Beach, Florida, click on subscribe. That would be awesome. Follow local guy Liam on social media. If you want to add any comments below, that would be great. If you have any questions about this video or about New Smyrna Beach in general, feel free to add comments below. Okay, thanks again for stopping by. Hope you have an A1A day, and I will see you on the beach.